This is the second lesson of algebraic manipulation, and here we are going to learn highest common factor by factorization method. So the question is, find the HCF. HCF stands for highest common factor for the following expressions by factorization, and we have learned factorization in detail in last chapter. Here we will solve the problem of factorization. This is one, and second we will do the factorization of the first part and then second part. Then at the end we will see what factor is common between them. That will be the answer. So we will start from here. The first factorization, I told you that first of all you have to see whether you can take anything common or not. So nothing is common here. Can you make the square of the first and the last term? No, we cannot. Only we can make the square of the first term but not the last term. So the third step is write down the first term as it is and the last term as it is. So it is 6x square. Now we will write down, instead of this 5x, two terms in such a way that when we will add or subtract those terms, it should be equal to positive 5x. But when we will multiply those two terms, it should be equal to 6x square. And again, why 6x square? Because you have to multiply first and last term, 6x square. So it is 3x plus 2x. So see, 3x plus 2x, which is equal to 5x. But when we will multiply 3 2 times 6x square, it will be equal to the product of first and last term. And we have discussed this in detail in last chapter. So x we will take as a common. In the parenthesis we have x plus 3. Here we will take positive 2 as common and x plus 3. And I told you both parentheses should be exactly same. So x plus 3 we will take as a common, multiply by whatever is remaining here, x, and then here positive 2. So this is the factorization of the first part. Now move on to the second part. Same thing, can we take anything common? No. Can we make the square of the first and the last term? No. So write down first and last term as it is. The product is 12x square. So we have to write down in center two terms in such a way when we should add those terms or subtract, it should be equal to negative 4x. But when we will multiply those two terms, it should be equal to 12x square. So it will be minus 6x plus 2x. So see, negative 4x, positive 2x, which is equal to minus 4x. But when we will multiply 6 2 times 12x square, it will be 12x square. So these are okay. Now we will take x common from these two terms. Remaining is 6 plus 2 and then x negative 6. So x negative 6 in both parentheses, it means this is okay. We can take x minus 6 as a common, multiply by whatever is remaining, x positive 2. So this is the factorization of the second part. This is the factorization of the first part. Now the question is, we have to find out highest common factor. See, common, which is common, which is present in both. So x plus 2 is here, x plus 2 is here. We do not have x minus 6 here. Same thing, x plus 3 is here, but we do not have x plus 3. Only x plus 2 is common. So this is our answer, and this is the highest common factor. Common means which is present in both. Second question is x cube minus 27 and then x square plus 6x negative 27, 2x square minus 18. Right, so here we have to solve this. We have to make the factorization of these three. At the end we will find out what is common among these three. So the first one is x cube. Here you should know the formulas, and formulas again we have discussed in the last chapter of factorization. So this is the cube of the first term, cube of the second term. So how we will expand it? X negative 3 x square plus 3x plus 9. See, I have used this formula here. A cube minus b cube, which is equal to a minus b, a square positive ab plus b square. Right? And we have discussed in last chapter in detail. So same thing, I have done this factorization according to this formula. Now move on to this second factorization. It will be x square positive 9x minus 3x minus 27. X we will take as common, x plus 9, negative 3, x plus 9. Both parentheses should be exactly same. So x plus 9 multiply by x minus 3. So for this we have these two factors. Right? So at the end we will consider this, and now move to the third part, which is 2x square minus 18. 2 we will take as a common, because first step is whether or not you can take anything common. Yes, we can take 2 as a common. Remaining is x square negative 9. So x square negative 9 is the square of the first term, square of the second term. Here we are going to use a square minus b square, which is equal to a plus b and a minus b. So 2 will remains the same. X positive 3, one time we will write down in negative, one time we will write down in positive. So this is the third factorization. So we will see that x minus 3 is here, x minus 3 is here, x minus 3 is here. We are going to find out H.C.F, which is x minus 3, because x minus 3 is common among these three. X plus 3 is here, we do not have x plus 3, we do not have, same thing we do not have, we have this term here, we do not have here and here. So only x minus 3 is common, and this is the factorized, this is the H.C.F and answer. Now we will discuss third question. In question number 3c, we have x cube minus 2x square positive x, this and this. First of all, same thing, we will do the factorization. Start from here. What is the first step? Can we take anything common? Right? Yes, we can. X we can take as a common. Remaining is x square minus 2x positive 1. So see, now this is, we can make the square of the first term, we can make the square of the last term. So here we are going to use the formula x minus 1 whole square, but you have to write down minus 2x here as well. See, a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this is the square of the first term, this is the square of the last term. In the center we have negative 2x, so it is x into x minus 1 whole square, or we can write down x minus 1 whole square means we have x minus 1 into x minus 1 two times. So we will consider this is the factorization of this part. Now move on to this one, second one. Can we take anything common from here? No. Can we make the square of the first and last term? No. So x square plus 3x minus 3. We will make the factorization. X will take as a common, x plus 3 minus 1 x positive 3. Both parentheses are exactly same. 1 we will write down as a common, multiply by what is remaining, x minus 1. This is the factorization of the second term. Now move on to the third one. Here same thing, x square positive 4x minus 4. Here we will take x as a common, x plus 4 minus 1 x plus 4. So x plus 4 we will take as a common, and then x negative 1. This is the factorization of the third part. but we have to find out highest common factor which is common among these three: x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. So x minus 1 is the answer because x minus 1 is present in these three factorization. Okay, now fourth one, and this is the important question. When I say important, it means you have to solve it 10 times because these type of questions will come in the exam. Okay, 18 and then multiply by this. This is the first part. So 18 will remain the same. Can we take anything common? Yes, we can take x as a common. So in parentheses, we have x square minus 9x plus 8 remaining. Right? Okay. So what we will do next, we will make the factorization. Just write down 18x as it is minus 8x minus x. So it will be negative 9x, but when we will multiply, it will be 8x square. So 18x, x we will take as a common x minus 8 minus 1 x minus 8. So here 18x x minus 8 multiplied by x minus 1. If we will make the factorization of 18 to 3 times 6, 6 3 times 18, and this will x will remain here x minus 1. So this is the factorization of the first part. Now move on to the second part. Write down 24 as it is. Can we take anything common from here? No. So just we will make the factorization x square minus 2x minus x plus 2. We will make the set here. 24 will remain the same. We will take x common. X and then x minus 2 here minus 1 x minus 2 x minus 2 we will take as a common because both the parentheses are same and remaining multiply by x minus 1. How we can write down 24? 2 3 times 6 and 6 2 times 12, 12 2 times 24. We can write down 24 like this, and then in parentheses we have x minus 2 x minus 1. This is the factorization of the second part, but we have to find out HCF, means the highest common factor. So we have x minus 1 here, x minus 1 here, 1 is x minus 1, we will write down. X minus 2 is here, x minus 2 is not here. Similarly, x minus 8 is here, x minus 8 is not here. Only x minus 1 we will take as a common. Now from this part, see 2 is here, 2 is here, so we can write down 2. 3 is here and then 3 is here, so we can write down 3 as well. 1 3 is here, but we do not have 3 here, right? Common. Similarly, 2 x is not here, so just multiply 3 2 times 6 multiply by x minus 1. This is the highest common factor, means which is common between this and this factorization. And again I say this is very important question. Last question. Okay, see, first of all, what I say, 36 will remains the same. Can we take anything common? Yes, from here we can take x square common. In parentheses we have 3x square plus 5x plus 2. Right? So then we will make the factorization. 3x square plus 6x minus x minus 2. 36x square. From here we can take 3x common. Here will be x plus 2 minus 1 x plus 2. Both parentheses are same, so we can take only one parenthesis x plus 2 as a common. Remaining is multiply by 3x minus 1. Okay, so make the how we can write down 36 in form of factorization? It will be 2 multiplied by 2, 2, 2 times 4, 4, 3 times 12, 12, 3 times 36, and this x square will remains the same. Then we have x positive 2 multiplied by x minus 1. This is the factorization of this part. Now for this part, so 54, and we can take x common. In parentheses we have 27x cube minus 1, which is the cube of 3 minus 1. So a cube minus b cube, here we have to use 54x, 3x minus 1, 9x square, positive 3x, and then positive 1. So how we can write down 54? 2 multiplied by 3, 2, 3 times 6, and then 6, 3 times 18, 18, 3 times 54. Instead of this 54, we can write down this, and there is one x, and in parenthesis 3x minus 1, and same thing here, 9x square plus 3x plus 1. Now we will take the HCF, because we have to find out the HCF, highest common factor, which is common and highest. So see, 3x1 is here, 3x minus 1 is here, we will take as a common. This is here, but this is not here. X plus 2 is here, x plus 2 is not here. Now come to this part. 1, 2 is here, 1, 2 is here, we can write down 2. See, this 2 is here, but this 2 is not here, so we will not consider it. It should be common. 2 3's are here, 3 and 3. So these 2 3's are here, 3 and 3. And here is x square, there is x, we can take 1x as common. So just multiply 2 3 times 6, 6 3 times 18. 18x into 3x minus 1. This is the highest common factor, and this question is very important. You have to practice 10 times. Right, so in this lesson we have learned HCF through factorization. But still any point is not clear, without any hesitation you can write down in comment section. I will try my best to solve it, but please do not forget to subscribe to my channel Saima Academy, and thanks for watching.